Hi everyone, welcome back to Trevor Golliger Drums YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It's greatly appreciated, helps this old drummer out to grow his channel. So anyway, today I thought we'll look at choosing the right drum kit for you. You may be a brand new drummer, you may have been taking a few lessons, and now you're at that stage where you're going to buy yourself a drum kit. So what do you buy? There's thousands of choices. There's new ones, there's vintage ones, there's 4-piece, there's 15-piece, there's all different varieties of drums. Sizes are all different. It's a little bit of a maze out there if you actually are a new drummer. So let's take a look at this. So let's just say now you're ready to buy a drum kit and you're going to go shopping for one. So what do you need to consider? Well, there's a few things. First off, what I would say is if you're really serious and you know you want to be a drummer, then buy the best drum kit you can afford. Don't go and buy something cheap, because you're going to find in 6 months you'll want something better and you'll have to go all through the process once again. So if you've made that decision you're going to be a drummer, buy the best drum kit that you can afford to buy. The better the quality of the drum kit often means it tunes better, it sounds better, and it plays better, and often looks better too. So that's the first thing to think about. The second thing to think about is what style of music do you really want to play? And if you've got a really set style that you want to play, then what drum kits are used in that style of music? So there's really no point in, say, buying a jazz bop kit, say an 18, 12, 14 configuration, if you're going to be in a heavy metal band, because that just won't cut it at all. So, looking at the style of music you want to play helps you to decide what drum configuration you get, what size drums. If you don't really know what style of music you want to play, or you've made a decision you want to play a variety of styles and just go out there and play in any band you can possibly find, and it always makes me think about when I was really young, my drum teacher always said to me, you can like a style of music and learn to play that well, but he also said, learn to play all styles, even if you don't really like that style, because if you do that, you will always have food in your belly. And he was actually right. I learned to play just about every style of music, and I made a real effort when I was young to join bands that played different styles of music, or do fill-in jobs with different styles of music. So I got to be able to be very versatile, and I could play almost in any band situation. Yes, I had my favorite styles of music. When I was really young, all I wanted to play was rock, heavy metal rock, Led Zeppelin, all that style of music. When I aged a little bit further, I really got into early blues. And this day and age, I really love jazz and R&B and early soul styles of music. Now, my favorites to play. That said, I every now and then go and do a fill-in gig with a funk band, a rockabilly band, you name it. So anyway, I'm getting a little bit off track here. So, think if you want to play all styles of music, then you probably want to get yourself a fairly standard sort of 4-piece drum kit. Speaking of numbers of drums too, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't go out and buy a 10-piece drum kit. 4 drums is enough. A snare drum, a rack tom, a floor tom, and a bass drum. You don't need any more than that. And even when you get older and more experienced, you probably don't need any more than that. I've been playing drums over 60 years now. I've had massive big drum kits through my life, double bass drums, 15, tom-tom type configurations. I've had everything from that size all the way down to playing just a snare drum on stage. These days, I use a 4-piece drum kit. All my drum kits are 4-piece configurations, because I really don't need any more than that to play the styles of music that I go out there and play. If you're getting a little 4-piece, You need a set of hi-hats, probably a ride cymbal and one crash. That'll get you going for, you could probably use that configuration for years and years and years and not ever change it. I even sometimes in this day and age still go out and do gigs just with that 4-piece hi-hat, ride and one crash. You also have to think about too, the more gear you have, the more you got to lug to gigs, and the less you can take to a gig and do the job properly, the better off you're going to be. So 4-piece configuration is a really good starting drum kit. Now, a very common versatile kit would be a 22-inch bass drum, 13-inch rack or 16-inch floor tom, or the size of one of the kits that I play, and that is a 20-inch bass drum, a 12-inch rack or mounted tom-tom, and a 14-inch floor tom. That's a really good versatile drum kit. I wouldn't go out and buy, a 24 or 26-inch bass drum, a 16 and an 18-inch floor, and, a big 13, 14-inch rack, like a John Bonham configuration. If you're just starting out, that would be the last drum kit you'll want, say, if you're playing in a cute little country band, So it's really important to think about what you want to play, and then, go on YouTube and look at bands playing those styles of music. What drum kits are the drummers playing? That's a good way to look at it as well. So anyway, that's something to think about. Now, as I said earlier, buying the best drum kit you can afford is really good if you've made a decision you want to be a drummer. And, what is a good drum kit? Well, if you stick with, some of the more well-known, long-established drum brands, you probably really can't go wrong. You got your Gretsch, you got your Ludwigs, you got your Rogers, a Japanese company called Canopus, really good drum kits. There's a lot of brands out there. DWs, if you like DW drum kits. I personally don't really like DWs. Sorry, any DW players out there, I just don't like the sound of them. I play Gretsch because I love that sound of a Gretsch drum kit. I used to play Ludwig for years, and going way back, I used to play Tama. Tama are really good drums as well. Sonar, another good brand. All the top drum companies make different models. They have really cheap models, and often their cheap models are made in Asia. That's not saying that those cheap models can't be great sounding drum kits. Some of them really are. But if you look at the upper, more professional model within their range, and once again, if you can afford to buy one of those more upper models, then I would buy that. It's going to last you for longer. And like I said, it's going to have the sound, it's going to tune better, it's going to play better, everything's going to be good about it. So that's something to keep in mind. So I hope this little video has been helpful to you. I really hope it's helped you to make a decision on what drum kit to buy, especially if you're just starting out. If you have any questions or you want to ask me anything else about, what drum kit you think you should buy, don't hesitate to just drop a message below this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. On that note, people, please subscribe to my channel. Helps me out, like I said earlier. And be kind to yourself, be kind to other people. Go out there, practice your drums, get good at it, and go out and show the world how gifted you are. On that note, bye.